Booker T, wrestler. Robert Booker T. Huffman, born March 1, 1965, better known by his ring name Booker T, is an American professional wrestler, professional wrestling promoter and color commentator, signed with WWE. He is also the owner and founder of the independent promotion Reality of Wrestling, ROW, in Texas City, Texas. Booker is best known for his time in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, the World Wrestling Federation/Entertainment, WWF/E, and Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, TNA, holding 35 championships between those organizations. He is the most decorated wrestler in WCW history, having held 21 titles including a record 6 WCW World Television Championships, along with being the first African American title holder, and a record 11 WCW World Tag Team Championships, 10 as one half of Harlem Heat with his brother, Lash Stevie Ray Huffman in WCW, most reigns within that company, and one in the WWF with Test Harlem Heat were recognized by WWE as being along with the Steiner brothers WCW's greatest ever tag team. Booker was the final WCW World Heavyweight Champion and WCW United States Heavyweight Champion under the WCW banner. Industry veteran John Layfield described him as the best acquisition that WWE got when they bought WCW. Booker is a 6-time world champion, having won the WCW World Heavyweight Championship 5 times, 4 times in WCW, and once in the WWF, and WWE's World Heavyweight Championship once. He is the first non-mixed race African American to become a world champion in WWE, and was voted the greatest world heavyweight champion in a WWE viewer poll. Booker is a 15-time world tag team champion between WCW, 10 times, WWF/E, 4 times, and TNA, once. Additionally, he was the winner of the King of the Ring tournament in 2006, the 16th Triple Crown champion, and the 8th Grand Slam champion, under original format, in WWE history. As the 9th Triple Crown champion in WCW history, Booker is one of 5 men in history to achieve both the WWE and WCW Triple Crowns. Longtime wrestler Kurt Angle said of Booker, "He's done it all. He legitimately is one of the top 5 best of all time." Booker was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame on April 6, 2013, by his brother, Lash. Both he and Lash were inducted together into the 2019 class on April 6, 2019 as Harlem Heat, rendering him one of 4 men to be a 2-time Hall of Famer, alongside Ric Flair, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. Early life. Booker was born the youngest of 8 children, in Plain Dealing, Louisiana, though his birthplace is often misidentified as Houston, Texas. By the time Booker was 13, both of his parents had died and he lived with his 16-year-old sister. He would move in with his older brother Lash Stevie Ray Huffman at age 17. In high school, Booker was a drum major. He also played football and basketball. Booker spent 19 months in prison after pleading guilty to armed robberies at Wendy's restaurants in Houston. Booker and his partners wore Wendy's uniforms during the hold-ups since they had been working there for 2.5 years. Because of the gunmen's uniforms and familiarity with the fast food chain's operations, police suspected the robberies were inside jobs, and it did not take long before Huffman and 3 other men were found. Booker pleaded guilty in December 1987 to 2 aggravated robbery counts and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. He was released after serving 19 months, and was placed on parole until April 1992. Professional wrestling career. Early career, 1989–1993. As a single father working at a storage company in Houston, Texas, Huffman was looking to make a better life for himself and his son. His brother Lash, Stevie Ray, suggested that he and Booker check out a new wrestling school being opened, run by Ivan Putski, in conjunction with his Western Wrestling Alliance organization. His boss from the storage company sponsored the money to pay for the wrestling lessons. Booker trained under Scott Casey, who helped to turn Booker's background as a gangster and dancer into sports entertainment, teaching the newcomer in-ring psychology and ring generalship. 8 weeks later, Booker debuted as G.I. Bro on Putski's Western Wrestling Alliance Live program. The character was a tie-in to the Raging Gulf War and the WWF's Sergeant Slaughter angle. Even though the WWA met its demise some time later, Booker continued to wrestle on the Texas independent circuit, often with his brother Lash, who performed as Stevie Ray. They were spotted by Skander Akbar, who hired them to work for the Global Wrestling Federation, GWF, where he and Eddie Gilbert were involved. Gilbert teamed Stevie Ray and Booker T together as the Ebony Experience, and they won the GWF Tag Team Championship on July 31, 1992. During their time with GWF, they held the tag title a total of 3 times. Subsequently, Booker T and Stevie Ray left the GWF to work for World Championship Wrestling. World Championship Wrestling. Harlem Heat, 1993–1997. Booker and his brother Stevie Ray signed with World Championship Wrestling, WCW, after Sid Vicious recommended they sign with the company. In August 1993, they debuted as the tag team Harlem Heat, with Booker renamed Cole and Lash renamed Kane. They became heels and were on Harley Race and Colonel Rob Parker's team in the War Games match at Fall Brawl on September 19 against Sting, Davey Boy Smith, Dustin Rhodes, and the Shockmaster. They lost the match but were over as heels because of the caliber of faces they wrestled. In 1994, they acquired the services of Sensational Sherri, dubbed Sister Sherri, as their manager and changed their names back to Booker T and Stevie Ray, at their request. By the end of 1994, they held the WCW Tag Team Championship after defeating Stars and Stripes, The Patriot and Marcus Alexander Bagwell, in December. After dropping the title to the Nasty Boys, Harlem Heat regained the belts on June 24, 1995. Afterward, Harlem Heat got into a feud with Colonel Parker's stud stable of Dirty Dick Slater and Bunkhouse Buck. Parker and Sherri were carrying on a love affair and Parker eventually left the stud stable in favor of the Heat to be with Sherri. Harlem Heat won the WCW World Tag Team titles at Fall Brawl 1995, defeating Dick Slater and Bunkhouse Buck. Their third title reign only lasted 1 day, but the duo regained the tag team title 9 days later from the American males, Buff Bagwell and Scotty Riggs. On the June 24, 1996 Nitro, Harlem Heat defeated Lex Luger and Sting to capture their 5th WCW World Tag Team titles. 3 days after losing the tag team titles to the Steiner brothers, Harlem Heat regained the titles back from the Steiners on July 27. On September 23, Booker T and Stevie Ray were defeated by Public Enemy, Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge, but took the titles back for the 7th time on October 1. They lost the Tag Team Championship to the Outsiders, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, on October 27. Subsequently, they fired Colonel Parker and beat him up and became full-fledged faces. They then entered into a brief feud against Colonel Parker's newest team, the Amazing French Canadians, a feud they won. In 1997, they feuded with Public Enemy, Grunge and Rocco, the Steiners, and the NWO. In fall 1997, they fired Sherri and added a new manager, Jacqueline. They were briefly put out of action by the NWO and returned to feud with the Faces of Fear, Meng and the Barbarian. Stevie then took 5 months off from WCW to recover from an ankle injury and Jacqueline left for the WWF. World Television Champion, 1997–1999. Booker made the transition into singles action and won the WCW World Television Championship from Disco Inferno on the December 29, 1997 episode of Nitro. Booker feuded over the title with Perry Saturn and Rick Martel, culminating in a gauntlet match at Super Brawl 8. Martel, the man that was originally supposed to win the match, went down early due to a knee injury, meaning the finish and the remainder of the match had to be called in the ring. During spring 1998, Booker began feuding with Chris Benoit. Benoit cost Booker the TV title during a match against Fit Finlay. As a result, Booker and Benoit engaged in a best-of-7 series with the winner meeting Finlay for the title. After 7 matches and interference from Bret Hart and Stevie Ray, Booker T won the series, and on June 14, regained the television championship. Booker scored a clean pinfall victory over Bret Hart on the edition of February 22 of Nitro. The following month, he regained the TV championship from Scott Steiner, who, in turn, defeated Booker in the finals of the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Booker lost the television title to Rick Steiner a month later at Slamboree. Harlem Heat Reunion, 1999-2000. By mid-1999, Booker had convinced his brother, Stevie Ray, to leave the NWO and reunite Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat defeated Bam Bam Bigelow and Kenyon for the WCW World Tag Team titles at Road Wild. They lost the WCW World Tag Team titles to Barry and Kendall Windham on August 23, but Harlem Heat regained them about a month later at Fall Brawl. When the Filthy Animals were stripped of the WCW World Tag Team belts due to an injury suffered by Rey Mysterio Jr., the title was put up in a 3-way dance at Halloween Havoc. Harlem Heat claimed their 10th WCW World Tag Team title, defeating Hugh Morris and Brian Knobbs and Conan and Kidman. By late 1999, a female bodybuilder named Midnight had joined Harlem Heat. Stevie neglected her help and started disputing with Booker over her. Stevie Ray eventually challenged Midnight in a match that decided whether or not she would stay with Harlem Heat. After being defeated with a surprise small package, Stevie Ray turned on both Booker and Midnight to form Harlem Heat, Inc. with Big T, Cash, and Jay Biggs. Stevie Ray and Big T dubbed themselves Harlem Heat 2000. Throughout this period, Huffman was referred to simply as Booker, as Harlem Heat 2000 won the rights to the name T in a match with Big T against Booker on February 20, 2000 at Super Brawl X. Kidman and Booker T defeated Harlem Heat 2000, Ray and Big T, at Uncensored 2000. When Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff formed the New Blood, Huffman eventually completely changed his in-ring persona, helping lead Captain Rection's military-themed Misfits in Action stable as G.I. Bro, reprising his gimmicks from his days in the WWA. He defeated Shawn Stasiak at the Great American Bash in a boot camp match. He returned to the Booker T name on the June 19 Nitro, promoting Rection to the status of general and demanding the Misfits start standing up to the New Blood. WCW World Heavyweight Champion, 2000-2001. Huffman was elevated to main event status in 2000. After WCW booker Vince Russo grew disgruntled with Hulk Hogan's politics, he fired Hogan during the live broadcast of Bash at the Beach and announced an impromptu match between Jeff Jarrett and Huffman for the world title. Huffman won the match, in the process becoming the second ever African American champion in WCW after Ron Simmons, and the third African American to win a world heavyweight title. He was then defeated by Kevin Nash on August 28 on Nitro. He regained the title a few weeks later in a steel cage match with Nash at Fall Brawl, but again lost the title, this time to Vince Russo himself in a cage match. Russo was speared out of the cage by Goldberg and won the title. Russo vacated the title and Booker won it for the third time in a San Francisco 490R box match against Jeff Jarrett on the October 2 episode of Nitro. Booker's next feud was with Scott Steiner, to whom he eventually lost the title in a straitjacket steel cage match. Steiner won by TKO when he put an unconscious Booker into the Steiner recliner at Mayhem. Steiner was WCW's longest reigning champion in years, whilst Booker was briefly out with an injury. Booker returned to the roster and defeated Rick Steiner for the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship at Greed. This made Booker the 9th WCW Triple Crown winner. On the final episode of Nitro, he defeated Scott Steiner to win the world title for the fourth time. Huffman won a total of 12 more title wins in the WWF, making 33, and 2 more in TNA to make 35 titles in WCW, making him the most decorated athlete in the history of the organization. Booker was also the reigning WCW United States Heavyweight Champion and WCW World Heavyweight Champion when he accepted a contract with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF World Wrestling Federation / Entertainment. The Alliance, 2001-2002. After WCW was bought by the World Wrestling Federation in March 2001, Booker T made his debut at the King of the Ring pay-per-view in 2001, attacking WWF champion Stone Cold Steve Austin during his match, promptly injuring him in his very first move in the WWF. He later turned heel and became a leading member of the Alliance during the Invasion storyline. During July 2001, in his debut match in the company, Booker defended his WCW World Heavyweight Championship against Buff Bagwell. At Invasion, the Alliance defeated Team WWF when Steve Austin joined the Alliance. On July 26, Booker gave up his WCW United States Championship and handed it over to Chris Kanyon. He later lost the WCW World Championship to Kurt Angle, but he went on to win the title back on the July 30 episode of Raw. Booker kept the title until SummerSlam, when he lost it to The Rock after feuding with him over the similarity in their gimmicks and their identical finishing moves, the bookend/rock bottom. Booker T won the WCW World Tag Team Championship for an 11th time, this time with Test, and he also had a WWF Tag Team Championship reign with Test. At the Survivor Series, Booker T was eliminated third by The Rock after a roll-up, and eventually the Alliance was defeated, causing them to disband. In its aftermath, Booker remained a heel, and he joined forces with Vince McMahon and the Boss Man in December to feud with Steve Austin. After Booker T cost Austin a match against Chris Jericho for the undisputed WWF Championship at Vengeance, Austin gained revenge by attacking Booker T in a grocery store by covering him in food. Then the week after, Booker T vandalizes Austin's truck, causing Austin to chase Booker T around a bingo hall and a church. Booker T's first WrestleMania appearance was at WrestleMania X8 against Edge. They feuded over who would appear in a fictional Japanese shampoo commercial. When the brand extension was introduced in March, Booker T was drafted to the Raw brand. Booker held the Hardcore Championship twice in May 2002, defeating Stevie Richards only to lose it to Crash Holly seconds later. He then redefeated Crash and lost the title to Stevie Richards a few minutes later. Feud with Evolution, 2002-2003. Goldust began trying to start a tag team with Booker, but Goldust kept costing Booker matches. With the NWO now operating in WWE, Booker T was eventually invited into the faction. His time there was short-lived, when he was kicked out of the group by Shawn Michaels after a super kick from Michaels. Booker then turned face and found a partnership with Goldust, and the pair teamed to battle the NWO. Booker and Goldust had a title shot against the Un-Americans, Christian and Lance Storm, at SummerSlam, but the Un-Americans retained after interference from Test. At No Mercy, Booker and Goldust battled Chris Jericho and Christian for the tag titles, but they lost the match with Jericho using the title belt on Goldust. He spent the rest of 2002 teaming with Goldust. They won the World Tag Team Championship at Armageddon in a tag team elimination match, defeating the teams of Christian and Chris Jericho, Lance Storm and William Regal, and the Dudley Boys. They held the belts for about 3 weeks, when they lost them to Regal and Storm. Booker and Goldust lost the rematch and decided to go their separate ways. The gimmick for Booker and Goldust was Goldust being a strange, yet dependable ally who Booker eventually warmed up to after initial skepticism. By 2003, however, Booker T's popularity had soared and he amicably separated from Goldust, at Goldust's request, in order to pursue the World Heavyweight Championship. In February 2003, he eliminated The Rock to win a battle royal for the number 1 contendership, granting him a title shot at WrestleMania 19. Booker targeted Evolution after Batista and Randy Orton attacked Booker's former partner, Goldust. Several weeks before WrestleMania, the incumbent champion and Evolution's leader, Triple H, cut a controversial promo on Booker T. Triple H downplayed Booker T's WCW success, pointing out that the WCW Championship had been held by non-wrestlers like Booker, Vince Russo and actor David Arquette, calling WCW and its title a joke, despite the fact that, as World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H was holding the WCW Championship's physical belt, the Big Gold Belt, and that Triple H's Evolution stablemate, Ric Flair, had been a multiple-time WCW champion. He said that people like Booker T would never win world championships in WWE. This promo is also often interpreted as racist, as Triple H also made reference to Booker T's nappy hair and comments implying that Booker T was just in WWE to dance and entertain for people like Triple H. During the WrestleMania 19 press conference, Michael Cole asked Triple H as to whether he had deliberately cut a racist promo. Triple H claimed this was not the case and that he was just referring to Booker's criminal past. A week later, Booker attacked Triple H in the bathroom and laid him out after Triple H had thrown a dollar bill at him, ordering Booker to get him a towel. However, Booker T lost to Triple H at WrestleMania 19. For several weeks, he teamed with Shawn Michaels and Kevin Nash in a feud against Triple H, Ric Flair, and Chris Jericho. At Backlash, Booker's team lost when Triple H pinned Nash after a sledgehammer shot. Various feuds, 2003-2005. Afterward, Booker set his sights on the newly reactivated Intercontinental Championship. After losing a battle royal for the title at Judgment Day, Booker feuded with the champion Christian. After a few matches, Booker defeated him to become the new champion. About a month later, because of a nagging back injury, Booker lost the Intercontinental title back to Christian at a non-televised house show. Booker, meanwhile, was out of action until October. When Booker returned in 2003, he joined Team Austin at the Survivor Series for a match to determine whether Eric Bischoff or Steve Austin, both CO general managers, would be the sole general manager of Raw. Team Bischoff won the match. Booker then feuded with Mark Henry, who eliminated him in the Survivor Series match. Booker defeated Henry at Armageddon. On the February 16, 2004 episode of Raw, Booker T and Rob Van Dam defeated Ric Flair and Batista for the World Tag Team Championship. Booker and Van Dam held the titles for a month, even defending the belts at WrestleMania XX in a Four Corners tag team match. 8 days later, on the March 22 episode of Raw, they lost tag team titles to Flair and Batista. He and Rob Van Dam never got their rematch due to Rob Van Dam being drafted to SmackDown. That very same night, on March 23, 2004, he was traded, along with the Dudley Boys, to the SmackDown brand in exchange for Triple H, but as part of a new storyline, he appeared unhappy with the move, calling SmackDown the minor leagues, and even disrespected Eddie Guerrero, the brand's WWE champion, turning heel in the process. Later on, Booker T bragged about how he was the biggest star on SmackDown and feuded with The Undertaker. Booker tried to utilize voodoo magic to try to overcome his supernatural foe, however, it did nothing to prevent him from losing to The Undertaker at Judgment Day. In mid-2004, Booker T set his sights on the United States Championship along with its champion, John Cena. After Cena got on the bad side of general manager Kurt Angle, he did his best to get the title away from Cena. Cena successfully defended the title at the Great American Bash in a four-way elimination match against Booker, Rene Dupree, and Rob Van Dam. After Cena was stripped of his title by Angle for laying a hand on the GM, Booker took advantage of the situation and won an 8-man elimination match to win the vacant United States Championship, thus becoming the 100th United States champion in history, in a match that also featured Cena, Dupree, Billy Gunn, Charlie Haas, Luther Reigns, Kenzo Suzuki and Van Dam. Booker won by last eliminating both Cena and Van Dam in the course of less than 10 seconds after Angle was fired by Mr. McMahon for embellishing his injuries. Theodore Long began his first tenure as SmackDown GM, and booked a best-of-5 series of matches for the United States Championship between Booker and Cena. The first match took place at SummerSlam in Toronto and saw Cena gain the pinfall victory to go up 1-0 in the series. Booker would bounce back and win the next 2 matches, on the edition of August 24 of SmackDown in Fresno, CA, and a live event the next night in Sydney, Australia, to take a 2-1 lead. The next match in the series wouldn't come until the September 16 SmackDown from Spokane, WA, where Cena won and tied the series at 2 apiece. The series culminated at No Mercy, where Cena won the series 3-2, and thusly, the US title. On October 21, SmackDown. General Manager Theodore Long placed Booker in a 6-man tag team match with Rob Van Dam and Rey Mysterio against John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL, Rene Dupree, and Kenzo Suzuki. JBL expected Booker to betray his partners, but instead Booker pinned him, thus turning face again. Booker T faced JBL for the WWE Championship at the Survivor Series on November 14, but lost after he was hit in the head with the championship belt. The next night, Booker T demanded a rematch, citing Orlando Jordan's interference. He was then joined by Eddie Guerrero and The Undertaker, who also wanted a shot at JBL's title, prompting Theodore Long to make a fatal 4-way match for the WWE Championship at Armageddon. Once again, Booker failed to win the title, as JBL retained it. He then briefly teamed with Eddie Guerrero, at one point challenging Mysterio and Van Dam for the WWE Tag Team Championship, and feuded with Heidenreich. Booker won a 30-man Battle Royal dark match at WrestleMania 21, last eliminating Ross Viscera and Chris Masters. Subsequently, Booker was part of the tournament to name a new number 1 contender and made it to the Final Four. After Kurt Angle eliminated Booker, he returned the favor, costing Angle the match against JBL. The storyline then turned to a sexual nature, as Angle began stalking Booker's new wife, Sharmell. Booker defeated Angle at Judgment Day. On the May 26 episode of SmackDown, Booker participated in a Winner's Choice Battle Royal, with the winner choosing his opponent for the next week. Kurt Angle won and wanted to wrestle Sharmell. Booker protested, and the match was made into a handicap match. Angle won by pinning Sharmell in a sexual position. The next week, Booker gained revenge on Angle, defeating him with a scissors kick. On June 30, JBL defeated Christian, The Undertaker, Chris Benoit, and Booker T. During the match, Booker got specifically involved with Christian. Booker later defeated Christian at the Great American Bash. United States Champion, 2005-2006. Booker T began teaming with Chris Benoit, eyeing his United States Championship again. Benoit was allowed to pick his next challenger to see who would face him at No Mercy, so Booker, Christian, and Orlando Jordan tried to impress Benoit by winning matches. He instead decided not choose one opponent, so he made it a fatal 4-way for No Mercy, where Benoit successfully defended his title. On the October 21 episode of SmackDown, Booker T defeated Benoit for the United States Championship, due to unseen help from Sharmell. Theodore Long later showed footage of Sharmell interfering in Booker's matches. Booker went to apologize to Benoit and give him a rematch, but then attacked Benoit, busting him open with the US title belt and turning heel once again. Booker then boasted that he had been fully aware of what Sharmell had been doing and had been playing dumb to fool everyone. On November 25, Booker T fought against Benoit for the United States Championship. The match ended when Benoit superplexed Booker and 2 referees made a 3 count on either competitor, claiming that their wrestler had won. Booker was stripped of the belt by Theodore Long, because of the confusion of who won since they pinned each other at the same time. Long decided to put Benoit and Booker against each other in a best-of-7 series, just as the two had in their WCW days. Booker took an early 3-0 lead. In a must-win match during Armageddon, Benoit was able to defeat Booker T to bring the series to 3-1. At a house show, Booker was injured, and he did not wrestle again until after the best-of-7 series with Benoit was completed. Booker was scheduled to face Benoit in Match 5 of the best-of-7 series at the December 30 taping of SmackDown. At the beginning of the show, General Manager Theodore Long said that Booker would have to forfeit. Both Booker and Benoit protested, with Benoit not wanting a cheap victory. Booker managed to persuade Long to allow him to choose a stand-in for the matches. Booker chose Randy Orton as his replacement. Benoit was able to tie the series 3-3 after beating Orton in 2 consecutive matches on the December 30 and January 6, 2006 episodes of SmackDown. Orton, however, was able to defeat Benoit in the final match on the January 13 episode of SmackDown to win the series and the title for Booker T, who held the title until No Way Out, where Benoit won it back. On the February 24 episode of SmackDown, Booker and Sharmell provided guest commentary for a match involving the Boogeyman. After defeating his opponents, Boogeyman dumped a bucket of worms onto the announce table where they were sitting, frightening the two. Over the next few weeks, Boogeyman would stalk Booker and Sharmell. Booker and Boogeyman were set to face off on the March 18 edition of Saturday Night's Main Event, but the match was cancelled due to Booker faking a knee injury to escape competition. The feud eventually culminated at WrestleMania 22, with Booker and Sharmell losing to Boogeyman. The couple received a restraining order against the Boogeyman on the April 7 episode of SmackDown, ending the feud. King Booker and World Heavyweight Champion, 2006-2007. Booker next entered the King of the Ring tournament on SmackDown, advancing through to the finals due to a bye as his semi-final opponent, Kurt Angle, was unable to wrestle. The finals were held at Judgment Day, where Booker defeated Bobby Lashley. Upon winning the King of the Ring tournament, Booker began wrestling as King Booker and began acting like he was an actual monarch ruling the SmackDown Kingdom. Booker formed a royal court that included his wife, Queen Sharmell, Sir William Regal, and Sir Finlay, and began including the mannerisms and attire of a stereotypical English-style king as part of the character, all the way down to wearing a crown and cape and speaking in a fake English accent. However, whenever King Booker would get angry, he would launch into a tirade in the style of Booker T, which lent some comedic aspect to the character. He even went as far as having Lashley kiss his royal feet. After gaining his title of king, Booker continued to feud with Lashley. After Lashley defeated JBL for the United States Championship at the end of May, Booker began chasing after the title and even resorted to making Lashley kiss his royal feet on the June 2 SmackDown. The feud ended after a steel cage match on the June 30 SmackDown, where Lashley escaped to retain the United States title. The next week, King Booker entered a battle royal on SmackDown with the winner to challenge Rey Mysterio for his World Heavyweight Championship at the Great American Bash. Booker won the match and then defeated Mysterio after Chavo Guerrero turned on the champion by hitting him with a steel chair. This was Booker's first World Championship since joining WWE, and the win caused him to proclaim himself as the King of the World. This win would also make Booker the 16th Triple Crown Champion and 8th Grand Slam Champion, under original format, in the history of the WWE. After Booker won, he began a rivalry with the returning former champion Batista, who vowed to regain the title he was forced to forfeit due to injury. This rivalry spilled over to real life when the two got into a legitimate fist fight at a SummerSlam pay-per-view commercial shoot, reportedly due to Batista considering himself superior to the rest of the roster due to his quick climb to main event status. According to sources, both men were left bloodied and bruised. However, Booker was reportedly praised by many wrestlers in the back for speaking his mind to Batista about his attitude. At SummerSlam, King Booker lost to Batista by disqualification after Queen Sharmell interfered on his behalf, but at No Mercy, Booker defeated Batista, Lashley, and his own stablemate, Finlay, in a fatal four-way match. After the match, King Booker assaulted Sir Regal, resulting in the breakup of the King's Court. Despite the breakup of his court, King Booker defeated Batista on the October 20 episode on SmackDown, due to interference from WWE Champion John Cena from Raw and ECW World Champion Big Show, the two of whom King Booker was to face at Cyber Sunday in a Champion of Champions match. The fans voted for the King's World Heavyweight Championship to be on TH.